An interesting topic. Welcome everyone in conversation with me, Arshia Seth, a consciousness coach, and with Barkha, who is also a consciousness coach. She's a bar facilitator and a lot many things you know Barkha already. And I am into the advanced courses, the classes that I facilitate of access consciousness, and otherwise also I am into shamanism, tarot, and a lot of other stuff. So I and Balkha got on talking just about 2 days ago. What is it that doesn't allow people to choose consciousness when consciousness is super quick in terms of results, in terms of dynamic changes? What do you mean? What do we mean by dynamic changes? So guys, if you have any questions, please ask us. You can put the question down here, or you can give it to Barkha, and probably she can give it to me anyways, whatever. But do ask your questions because this is an interactive session. So, Barkha, let's start with you. Do you have a question?
Yes. So first is, see, a lot of people have misconceptions, that spirituality and consciousness is the same thing. So everybody thinks, oh, but I am spiritual. I do meditation. I do yoga. I do this. I do that. I do charity. So according to everyone, that is spiritualism and consciousness combined together. So a little bit of explanation, where do we see and what is the difference? Is it different? And what is the difference between spirituality and consciousness?
Okay. I would also like to engage our audience here that what is your opinion about spirituality and about consciousness, so that we can melt those lines जहाँ पे confusion है, कहीं पे mental conflict है. So I would invite you all to write your responses in the text box. In the text box. So what does, how many of you are in the chat box? How many of you are actually doing some or the other spiritual practice? How many of you? Probably you can raise your hand or you can write yes. So I would know.
Yeah.
Okay. Shyam says yes. Okay.
Yes, cool. Shilpa,
Sarita. Some or the other spiritual practice, right? Maybe Reiki, maybe pranic healing, maybe, Lama Prayer, a lot of other things, maybe crystal, whatever it is that you believe, or maybe just chanting a mantra, right? By the way, mantra chanting is very powerful. We know that. Now, based on Barkha's question, I'm also going to ask my next question is, how many of you actually know what consciousness is? If you know it, yes, put a yes in the chat box. If you do not know, or maybe do not have clarity about it, put a no in a chat box. Or you can put a maybe. If you have some idea and maybe you don't know much, you can put in the chat box. So, okay.
Shilpa says maybe. Shyam says no.
How many? Okay. I am so glad that you guys are giving your honest, responses here. Would love to have more clarity. No, maybe yes. Sarita, after coming into consciousness, I don't. What is it? I don't for? I didn't get you, Sarita. What is it for? Maybe for spirituality. Is it for spirituality that you practice? So, what is the broad difference between spirituality and consciousness? सबसे बड़ा difference ये है, consciousness includes spirituality. Spirituality may or may not include consciousness. Okay? Why so? Because there are a lot of do's and don'ts attached to spirituality. For example, whatever the spiritual course that you may be pursuing, it has a line of action to it, right? It has a certain, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to protect a person's aura. You are supposed to protect your aura before you are handling a case, especially a foreign entity case, especially a black magic case, especially in the cases where there's a lot of dense negative energy that person is already dealing with. Protect your aura. Now, this is where consciousness bursts this myth of protecting your aura. Because consciousness includes everything. Tell me, what do you mean by protecting the aura? You will probably put yourself in a bubble, in a white light bubble, in a violet light bubble, opalescent bubble, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Can that bubble be burst? Can that bubble
Yes.
be bursted or no? It can?
It
right?
can be, yes.
With one thought, with one negative thought, I'm deliberately using the word negative and positive here because not many of you are doing consciousness as of now. So I'm deliberately using that term. So with that one defeating thought, say of self-doubt, lack of self-confidence, your energy is not being in your favor at that moment, that bubble can be burst. The beauty of consciousness is that you are being that powerful force of consciousness on the planet, that nothing can harm you. So to have someone or someone's energy harm you, first you have to have a point of view that somebody else is bigger than you, greater than you, better than you, is more powerful than you, and so can harm you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, guys?
We are giving the power to them.
You are giving a power outside to someone. So a lot of people who come to me with cases like, मैम हमें black magic है, हमें हमारे ऊपर किसी ने evil eye करा हुआ है, किसी ने कुछ करा हुआ है, हमारा काम नहीं चल रहा है, हमारे health issues हैं, हमारे relationship issues हैं. So for them, when I invite them into the class, because yes, a person can choose either a one-on-one session with me or a proper, class, maybe a bars class, which Barkha also facilitates, or a foundation class. Barkha has recently done a foundation class, so she knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But then that is exactly where all of these premises are given to you that you are following. कि कुछ नेगेटिव एनर्जी, ब्लैक मैजिक एनर्जी, डार्क एनर्जीज होती हैं. मैं मना नहीं कर रही हूँ, बिल्कुल होती हैं. आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग देयर प्रेजेंस. व्हाई वुड ओनली यू बी एट द इफेक्ट ऑफ इट? कभी ये सोच के देखा मेरे साथ ही क्यों? राइट, वी आर अ कंट्री ऑफ 3 बिलियन पीपल. मेरे साथ ही क्यों? मेरे साथ ही क्यों? करेक्ट? दैट इज एग्जैक्टली वेयर कॉन्शियसनेस मेक्स अ डिफरेंस. बिकॉज जो आपका बिलीफ है, जो आपका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है, चाहे वो किसी ने भी डाला हो, मे बी सम प्रीस्ट, मे बी सम magic of offering person that you have been to, who deals with these kind of energies, they have already planted the belief in you कि किसी ने कुछ करा है, somebody has done it to you. In consciousness, there is nothing called as black magic or white magic or gray magic. There is only magic, pure magic. And that magic is about you being the power that you can change the course of your life, and you can shift anything in your life, and you have the power to do it at the snap of the finger.
Yes.
If you choose it. Okay? So
my next question for that then would be, what is the speed of consciousness?
If you ask me, Barkha, it is the speed of the space. Can anybody measure the speed of the space? Does anybody know? What is the speed of the space? Immeasurable. Nobody knows that. But I'm going to ask you, Barkha, now. What is the changes that you experienced 20 days after the class? And during the class, that experience of 18 years of pain locked in the body. Would you like to share?
Yeah. So yes, what you're saying, I myself have been doing so many modalities, and I've been doing it for the last 10 to 11 years, I can say, right? So earlier, yes, being spiritual, it took a lot of work for me, lot of work, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm a person who cannot sit for meditation. To even sit for meditation was the first challenge for me that I had to overcome. Okay, so after so many years of doing Reiki and practicing meditation, even when I'm doing Lama Phera, the difference after I have chosen to do Access, and now because last few years I have been doing so much of Access, and then even with the foundation class, I would say that my speed of doing things has just become faster. more
Off
easier.
the chart.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there is no doubt that it's not going to happen. So if I'm doing any healing, even not only access, even if it is other
Mhm.
modalities, the perspective and the speed and the effect has changed because I have now no points of view. And
Amazing.
I mean, I have no doubts. If everybody asks me how fast does this work? I said like now. There is
Yeah.
no
Right
tomorrow. It's
now.
just
Yeah.
now.
Right here, right now.
Yeah. So that is the difference after, like, even after I did the class, when I was in class, there was so much of stuff that showed up that I never knew that I was holding on for so many years. As I gave my testimonial to Arshia also, I had a pain in my leg that was on and off for the last 18 years after my second pregnancy. It had started and it was constantly there. Means, though I did a lot of healing and on myself, this, that, everything. But what came out in the class was ancestral healing needed. Husband's, bondage with me was so strong. I think I must have cried so much in the class. I don't remember last time कितने सालों के बाद मैं इतना रोई होंगी. 3 days
3 days you cried.
मैं खाली class में रो रही थी. So it was like on and off, but I was keeping on crying. But the 4th day was amazing. It was like a free bird. And now I'm totally chilled and relaxed, and I'm just enjoying my work even more because I'm very easy at it. I'm not bothered. There's no limitation. So I leave it to the universe. Even if I have to create something, I just give it to the universe and tell, okay, now show me where do you want me to plant this seed.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I
it's
remember one
amazing.
thing on the last day when she left, she was all smile,
Yeah,
right? She left
yeah.
with
I
a
think it was the
big,
best vacation I gave myself.
with all that crying, right?
Yeah, with the
So why,
crying, it was the best thing.
why crying? So here I'm going to say one thing. Barkha mentioned a thing here. Meditation was the hardest thing for us, for her. For how many of you can't meditate? You have been suggested, recommended by a lot of people, but you just cannot meditate, sit at a place. You have locked yourself in the room, and you've told everyone, please don't disturb me. Still, you cannot meditate. How many of you? Just raise your hand, or maybe just write yes in the chat box. How many of you? Okay, Bharti says she loves meditating. For a lot of people, they can't be at a place and they can't be static at a place because that's exactly what meditation requires, being stationary, connecting with yourself. What does meditation require? Connecting with yourself. And meditation is a medium to that. For a lot of people, recurring thoughts and the trail of thoughts never allow them to meditate because that's exactly what is suggested in the spirituality. However, in consciousness, when you start choosing consciousness, when you start living your life by consciousness, using the tools of consciousness, you become a walking, talking meditation. Do you need to go in a cave or in Himalayas or any silent forest or a mountain and be in silence there? The silence actually comes from within. So you can actually meditate in a noisy room as well,
Yes,
as long as you are able to connect with your own self.
yes,
Which actually brings me to the point that distraction, which is outside, cannot affect you, cannot bother you, cannot shake you if you have gotten rid of all the distraction inside. So if you're getting shuffled up, if you're getting ruffled up by the outside environment, it's because it is all going inside you. It is the inner distraction which invites or shows the distraction outside. Because your outer world is just a reflection of you, what you are being inside, correct? That's why we say other person who probably we don't like much, we hate that person. There is a lot of, negative feeling that probably comes when you see somebody is because that person is being your mirror, where you are refusing to see yourself. consciousness, why Barkha is sharing this, that 3 days, and by the way, it requires a lot of courage to go through that journey which she has taken. And foundation class is meant for that. You know why? Because the journey of consciousness begins with feelings before it starts healing. That's the beauty of consciousness. In spirituality, because I'm also a spiritual practitioner, I started my journey 14 years ago with Reiki, with clinical hypnotherapy, NLP, a lot of other things. But most of those things, they worked only till a time, and I'm truly grateful for them. Truly, truly grateful for them, because they only worked till one point, and they were actually a stepping stone for me to choose greater, to choose more, to choose consciousness.
Yes.
So all of those steps that I did was stepping stone for me. I mean, I couldn't have flown from step 1 to step 20th. So all of these modalities acted as a step for me, and I'm truly grateful for them. Since 11 years, I'm a consciousness facilitator. Till now, I just haven't found anything else which will make me leave consciousness and follow that path. Because this is the path of utmost fun, joy, if you choose to, and it is super quick. It shows instant results. Like Barkha said, 18 years of pain, which was locked in our body.
Yeah.
She also doesn't know
gone.
where it came from. It was gone in one session in that foundation class.
And I'm having so much of ease after that. Even now, it's been, you remember I waited for 4 days before I gave you the testimonial about the pain.
Yeah.
And she didn't know about it. I was even scared to say, because I thought it would come back. So I said, no, I'm going to wait for some time. And then I gave her the testimonial.
So she tested also. Okay, let me watch. Vapas to nahi aa raha hai. No, in consciousness, once the thing is gone, it is gone unless you are holding on to it. Unless you have a value attached to it, then it is likely to come back.
Yeah.
So with consciousness, things are faster, things change faster. What is required is you need to step up.
Yes.
So consciousness includes everything. Consciousness doesn't have a negative positive, unlike spirituality. It doesn't have a do's and don'ts, unlike spirituality. The beauty of consciousness is it is not linear. What do I mean by linearity? That एक के बाद दो आएगा, दो के बाद तीन आएगा, तीन के बाद चार आएगा. No, if I am choosing कि मुझे एक के बाद 5 पे जाना, I can do that, which I didn't know until I came here. Because it is your power and potency which gets unleashed. And so it allows you to be more in your life, be better and be greater in your life.
Yes.
That's why I say Barkha is doing so amazing in her business already, in her life already. But she didn't know she was actually having the pain of 12 years of her losing her husband locked in her body, and she was not even aware of it. She's a very bright, smiling person. You know, I've always seen her laughing. Yeah, she can change your day like this. She makes you laugh so much. कोई imagine भी नहीं कर सकता कि यार इतना pain था कि she cried for 3 days.
मुझे खुद को ही नहीं पता था.
That's what it is. खुद को ही पता नहीं होता कि अंदर हम क्या छुपा के बैठे होते हैं. क्या मुझे पता था? No, until she came in the class. I also didn't know. As a facilitator, I also didn't know. So we say in consciousness, keep your mind out of the door and see the magic indoor.
Indoor.
See the magic indoor. When you keep the mind outdoor, you see the magic indoor. That's the beauty, because every modality teaches you. The very time when you open your eyes, you're taught, use your mind. However, your mind is only coming in your way of you becoming bigger, greater, and better in your life. How can that be possible, right?
Yes.
हमने इतनी पढ़ाई करी है, हमने इतना कुछ किया है. We have had so many degrees, we have studied so much of education. How can mind be futile? How can mind be like this? Well, your power of intellectualization only stops you from moving forward in life. So a lot of people who come with the, with the case of failure and success. I do my best. I have probably given my 1000%. Yet I have not seen success in my life. Yes, because there are those distractors which are actually taking your space. What are distractors? All of those things which are distracting in your life so that you don't reach where you would like to reach in your life.
Yes.
I'm going to name a few distractors. These are very common and they actually control your life. Fear, anger, blame, shame, regret, guilt, business, life, death, love. Love is the biggest distractor in plants.
Love is the biggest distractor.
Biggest distractor in plants. सारी दुनिया बोलती हो love is the energy. Yes, love is the purest energy. But you don't know how to use it in your favor, to your advantage. So if you can't use it to your advantage, you will use it to your disadvantage.
Yeah.
Can I give an example here of love being a distractor in plants?
Yeah.
The Kerala Story. If you guys have not seen that movie, go and watch it.
Yes.
How the very funda of love actually ruined her life. Go and watch the movie. So love is a beautiful emotion, provided you know how to channelize it in your favor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So with consciousness is actually, if I put it in simple words, is your ability to be present in every moment of your life, what's happening, what's going on with yourself without any judgment, any judgment about anyone else outside. And guess what? We have been programmed into judgment from the time we have opened our eyes.
Yes.
So what healing does is, it just works as a band-aid on a wound. It doesn't heal the wound. What consciousness does is, it will peel off all the layers of the skin which is rotten, which is decaying. First, you have to clear the wound. If you go to the doctor will not put a bandage. First, the doctor will clear the wound of all the infection, of all the virus that is resting there. And then the doctor will give you the bandage, and that's exactly what consciousness does. So we are here also being the invitation. You keep seeing, I'm sure, Barkha's posts on her social media, and she shares a lot of classes that I do where I and Barkha team up, and they're coming up with this distractor, living your life beyond distraction, which is a 7-part call series. It is online, 1 hour each day. Recordings would be available because recordings are very powerful. So recordings are based on your own distractions in your life, which are not allowing you to live a fulfilling life. So when you hear those recordings every day, or maybe when you get time, you begin to start peeling all of those things which are actually keeping you from having your desirous life, your life that you totally, truly have created for you in your mind. It is not there in front of you right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So join us, everyone. Yeah, because we see what happens is when all the things that we are going through in our life, we have all these all the distractors that Ashia was talking about. These are our daily emotions. Okay, we are in 24. And out of it. Yeah,
24 distractors that we use.
Don't even know that they are harming us. We don't even know that. So we know when you are aware that it's there, that it's a distractor implant, no. So how do you clear it? How do you let it go? Everybody says, oh, with spirituality, I feel it becomes a little difficult. I find it more easier to do it with consciousness.
Yeah.
So it's see, again, everybody has chosen difficulty over ease. So what would it take for you to choose everything with ease, even to change your life? Why do you want to go through difficulty just to have fun in life? There's no joy in anything you're doing, so choose with ease.
Yeah.
Why do you want to
No,
choose difficulty?
here is an interesting thing that Hashmita says. What is the best way to protect the aura? I've tried numerous techniques, but I am like a sponge attracting crap in my life. Yes, because you are operating from the energy of that you can be harmed, Ashmita. So those techniques are also not working for you. That's why consciousness. Somebody asked which movie it is. The movie is the Kerala Story. And yes, Barkha has mentioned there. What are these recordings? Well, the recording could be of this program Payal, which is living your life beyond distraction. 7-part call series, and it is going to be the facilitation will be about you, about your distractions, which are not allowing you to live your life to the fullest. And I am totally, I'm truly apologizing to Bharti. Is she here? Is Bharti here? No.
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah, okay. Bharti, so I apologize to you because most of the time I didn't like coming. Please mute others. Yeah, we need to mute others because it is very distracting. So she, I think, just left. So yes, guys,
No,
any
Bharti is
questions?
there.
Bharti is there?
Yeah, she's there.
She left, I think. Bharti, you're there?
No,
Oh,
she's
sorry,
waving.
Bharti. Oh, you're there. Sorry, Bharti. Apologies to you. We'll take more care about it, that we will mute everyone from next time. Okay. Thank you for that input. Guys, if there's any question, we are left with 4 minutes if you want to ask any question about the upcoming call series, about consciousness, about spirituality. Yes, Payal, this is a new class for recordings or group. No, it is a paid call series. So you can ask the details from Barkha. She can share the details with you.
Yeah,
So guys,
I'll put it
any
in the group as
questions?
well.
Yeah, any questions on consciousness and spirituality? Well, it's a broader topic and I can just go on talking about it. But if you have any question per se, please bring it up. I know one thing.
Polarity.
When you are choosing polarity, that's a huge
right and
topic,
wrong.
but I would not address. But I would say one thing. When you choose consciousness, when you live your life by consciousness, healing becomes the byproduct of it. Yeah. Healing of your health, of your wealth, of your relationship is just a byproduct. Right now with spirituality, you go and you take a problem to the healer. Correct? Very life पे body related problem hai. Okay, fine, take the switch word, take the crystal, take this, take that. The problem will be taken care of for a short while before it comes back. It will be taken care
take
of.
a bar session.
or today, or new first day of the new month. First day of the new month, blow cinnamon powder.
Yeah.
Outside your door.
Outside the door.
All these rituals work only for a short while. I don't say they don't work. They work only for a short while. But why for a short while? Because the program is of unconsciousness in regards with that area of your life. I've just given the example of money here. So the Lord, money is favorite to everyone. Money is everyone's favorite topic, right?
Yes.
So,
and the biggest distractor also.
Biggest distractor. Because why biggest distractor? Because if you don't know how to use money to your advantage, it will keep using you, keep consuming and keep sucking your energy and putting you into what? Worry, stress, tension. So is money there to enjoy or is there money to create stress in life? Just ask yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. How can you have a life? What can you be and do to have a life that you become a magnetic attraction to tsunami of money with total joy and ease?
How does it get?
That doesn't allow. Will you now destroy and create that?
Yes.
Right on, good, bad, bottom, park, online, shots, boys, forwards, and beyond. What a beautiful clearing. I'm going to do that once again. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracle, mysteries, possibilities. power and potency can you be to be a magnetic pull and attraction to tsunami of money in your
Yes.
life for all eternity with total joy and ease? Everything that doesn't allow, will you not destroy and uncreate?
Yes.
Right, wrong,
Right,
good,
wrong,
bad,
good,
pot,
bad,
talk,
pot,
all
pop,
nine
all
short,
nine
bird,
shorts,
poets,
boys,
and
poets, and
beyond. I
beyond.
just felt like I wanted to give this clearing as a gift on this gift call. So, guys, lot of feeling and healing would take place on these 7 calls of distractor implant. Living your life beyond distraction is the name of the call. Why? Because it is these distractors which do not allow you to cross your limitations, go beyond your limitations and self-created barriers in your life. So
Yeah.
it will start from you setting a target and then reaching that goal. Okay? Thank you so
Great.
much, everyone.
Thank you.
Here
Thank you,
I'm
everyone.
signing off. Thank you, everyone, for
Thank you
being
so
here.
much.
And bye-bye.
Thanks, Ashia. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
I'll
Barkha.
put all
Thank
the
you so
details
much.
in the
And
group.
thanks to everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.